Okay guys, we are going to see a command line method of upgrading your domain. To give you clarity on it, normally when we upgrade a domain we have to first upgrade the WL home, and to do that we normally use this WLS1036 upgrade generic.jar file. This the way we're going to run it is java-jar and the file name. This is what we normally do. This will only upgrade your WL home. We still need to upgrade your domain home, which we normally do using the upgrade.sh. But the previous sessions, if you have seen, the upgrade.sh was run in GUI mode, and if you don't have a GUI, which is normally the case in most of the Unix systems that we operate on, this upgrade.sh fails with the fatal error. Just to give you a quick view, it usually fails with fatal error. You must have seen it already. Now instead of using the GUI, the preferred way would be to run it in a command line, or rather a silent mode, wherein it doesn't ask for any inputs. Instead it takes from any response file, something like this. So we're going to use a alternative method of upgrading your domain home. But remember, this is the initial part still remains the same. This is again the console mode only. We run it on command prompt, but this is what is changed now. We're going to use a new method. Okay, so for this demonstration I'm going to use an already installed WebLogic. Let's go back here of config. This is 192.168.12.10 box. So let's go into, this is the directory, and home and code IT students1. Let's create a directory in code IT. Let's call it another name. It's something like let's call it crazy stuff. Right, so we're going to install it under crazy stuff. Everything that we're going to do is going to be under crazy stuff. Alright, so first I'm going to install we'll have to do everything right from the beginning, even just for these two steps. So I'm going to install WebLogic, then I'm going to create a domain, then upgrade the domain, from 10.3.0.0 to 10.3.6.0. Then in this third step we're actually upgrading WL home. Then we're going to upgrade the domain home from 10.3.0.0 to 10.3.6.0 using java weblogic.upgrade command. Whereas this we're going to use java-jar WLS3016 upgrade generic.jar file. Right, now I'm going to do it really quickly, so make sure you pay real attention. The first three steps you're already familiar with. The last one we will need some concentration. So I'm going to quickly go ahead with these three steps. Alright, let's go ahead and install WebLogic. This is where we have our WebLogic WL related files, installation server 103. I'm going to open another session for the same thing. Alright, so this extraction is still going on. Enter. We need new BA home. Let's give a new BA home and code IT one student crazy stuff be a 10G. That's going to be all. The next we'll install custom. We'll remove everything that is not necessary. Workshop not necessary. Examples not necessary. UDDI not necessary. WebLogic server plugins, I don't need it. So clients probably I need. JDBC driver, so I'll keep it. Everything else we're gonna keep it. Move on next. JRocket we don't want it. Take it off. Sun JDK keep it. Everything else same. Next. Next. It should get installed quickly. Once it is installed, we'll move on to creating the domain. Alright, our installation is done. So home and put 81 students crazy stuff. So we have, let's go ahead and create our domain. Common bin config.sh, create a new domain, choose components, enter. WebLogic username WLS admin, password WLS admin, confirm the password WLS admin. That's it. Next. Production mode SunJDK. Do you want to modify any of these things? Yes. I don't want RDBMS. Name of the server I'm going to keep it as admin. Listen address I'm going to change 192.168.12.10. Listen port is going to be same. That's it. I'm done. Let's add one of the managed servers. ncdmng11. Listen address same. 12.10. That's it. Port number 7010 because 7001 is being used by admin. Something wrong here. Listen address we want to change to 168.12.10. Listen port option 3 7010. Good to go. That's it. Enter. Target location we're going to take the default location. This is next. Let's call our domain crazy domain. Alright, so we're trying to upgrade the crazy domain. So let's look at the remaining steps in the meantime. So install WebLogic, created a domain. Now we're going to upgrade it. Alright, now once the domain is created, we may want to start it at least once. Sometimes it causes problems if you directly try to upgrade it. So once the domain is created, we will try to bring up the admin server at least, and the managed server also. So I'm going to open a couple of additional sessions in the meantime. So this is where the domain creation is going on. And the students create the stuff. Be a 10G user project. It's going on. So while this is going on, I'll set up the boot.properties so that we don't have to give the username password when it asks. Crazy domain. It's still getting created. You see, not all the directories are created. It's not a good idea to actually tamper with when this is happening, but we will go ahead and do it still. Properties, username equal to WLS admin, password equal to WLS admin. Alright, so this is on the domain home. We have already created the boot.properties. Let's assume the service will come up without any issues once they start. This is taking a little longer than expected. Oh, it's taking very long. Alright, the domain is created. Let's quickly try to start the service once. PATNG user projects, domains, crazy domain. Then I'll start the admin server first. Because the boot.properties is already there, it should pick it up. And while this is coming up, we will keep the manage server script ready. Start managed. ncd mng11.168.12.10.7001. Don't execute it yet. Let this come up. Think we'll do one thing. We'll add that speed up script. Set domain env. I want to speed it up. -d java.security.ezd to file :/dev/.urandom. Now it should be good. Start WebLogic. Now this is fast reading boot.properties. Good. Starting. Console running mode. Excellent. Now let's start the manage server. This is the manage server coming up. Let's see if it is correct. Change to starting production mode, should be running mode. Good. we're good to go. Now we can stop these two servers. This is manage server, so I'm stopping the manage server now. Control C. These are not wrapper scripts, remember, so then again stop the admin server also. So we have started the servers at least once and nothing is running. Now let's go back to our set. So creating domain is done. Now let's upgrade your WL home from 10.3 to 11. This is the script we're going to use. This file I've already extracted, so I'm going to execute this java jar. Now as always, make sure our java command is correct, means the path we are picking up with java. There is no java here, so I need to make sure run the set domain env dot space dot slash set domain env with java. Make sure this is the correct java. Yeah, this is the one that we want to use, so let's go ahead. Okay, so I have four options here, 1 2 3 4 windows. So on the first one, all of them are on the same, so don't worry much. Directive 1, directive 3 4 5. So we are on the students, crazy stuff. Be a 10G. We are trying to upgrade the WL home first. So WL server, we have to run the upgrade script. This is the upgrade script, so make sure our java is correct, then we will use this WLS1036. Let's get into our domain first. We'll set the environment, user projects, domains, crazy domain bin dot space dot slash set domain env. Now check the java. Yeah, this is the correct java. So now I need the upgrade installer. So I think I have it under home and for one student. There's another directory here, Anil. I have it. You can have it anywhere you want. I just extracted it, so I'm going to use this one. So this is the upgrade installer location. Oh, I'm going to use this thing. Alright, which Java. So the Java is the one that is being used by our domain. So Java -jar, and I'm going to use this thing. So the upgrade is going on now. So next, these are the types. So we want to upgrade this thing, the crazy stuff option 4. We have to turn this into no. So option 3, first type no, then type S. That's a blind way of remembering. Now this we don't need anyway, everything else probably we can go ahead with. So next, this is standard, we're not changing anything over there. So the upgrade is going on. Alright, so upgrade is complete. Now if you run java weblogic.version, you will see 10.36, but it doesn't mean our domain is already at 10.36. So what we have done is we have only upgraded WL home. We still have domain home. Now you were normally in our previous sections, at this point we usually go into our common bin of WL home, common bin, and then we try to run upgrade.sh, which will fail with the fatal error, which you are very familiar with. Now to do away with that problem, we want to install it in console mode. So this is the command java weblogic.upgrade. This is the complete command. It's very simple thing. Let's look at this one, java weblogic.upgrade. Now if you see this thing, uh, just cat the upgrade.sh. At the very end you will actually see that command. You see this thing here, basically java, look at this thing, weblogic.upgrade hyphen type equal to domain hyphen mode equal to silent. That's what we do. Alright, so it's exactly the same command, it's nothing different. Only thing is instead of all the fluff around the java.upgrade command, we are using bare metal. So I'm going to run this command. Now to run this command, you must have observed by now, you need this response file. Everything else is already there, you don't really need anything. This response file is required. So this, there is a sample response file available on the internet at Oracle's website. You can actually look at one of these, just google for this one, domain upgrade using console mode. You will see sample response file. We have already downloaded it, so I'm going to use the sample response file uh, and upgrade it. We'll first modify the sample response file. Code IT students crazy stuff. Oh no, under Anil we have, this is the sample response file original, so I'm going to copy it into our directory, students crazy stuff. Oops. Copy hyphen original into students crazy stuff. Now you need to ask for this file when you're working, or you can go to Google and search for it, or if you have NFS mount kind of thing, check in the common NFS mount location. So let's go to this location and modify it. So this is the original one. I'm going to take a copy and then modify it. So let's call it WebLogic upgrade domain responses. Original, we'll keep it as it is. So we're going to use this thing. Let's open it. Now this is a sensitive file, you need to make a lot of changes here. So this is WebLogic version. Now these parameters, you can see it on the Google. Let's say this in upgrade domain, you can go to this URL and just Google for it, WebLogic domain upgrade in non-GUI mode. You will get couple of Oracle URLs. So we're going to do this thing. These are the options. Where did I miss them? Hold on, I'm going to give you all the options, don't worry. Alright, WebLogic version, usually you give there's a footer here. So this is the value that we want to give, 9.0 or higher. Now if you have done upgrade using the GUI mode, it's the same value we give. So give it. Now make sure you give proper directories. Domain home, we're not going to give anything. It takes the current directory as domain home. Then admin server name we're going to give. We'll have to run this Java upgrade from the domain home directory, guys. That's really important. So let's call the admin server. Admin server name is admin server. Node manager username. Now this we're not really sure. We may want to take it from our console. but our admin is not running, so let's bring up the admin quickly. I'll tell you how to take the username of node manager. Start web logic. This is the admin server coming up. We'll set up a fresh node manager username. So starting, let's start a browser session 192.168.12.10.7.0.0.1/console. We'll see 11G, but it doesn't mean it's already upgraded. We are in that process. WLS admin, enter. We're trying to set up the node manager that we've been asked in this response file. You see this thing, username, node manager, password. It keeps asking confirm the password, so we need those details. So we're going to set up so this is a login into console. So get into the domain, click on this domain here, this one. Get into security tab, so click on security tab, advanced. You should see the name password for the node manager. Now this, you see, this is the node manager username, very weird, and password we don't even know. So we're going to set up the username password, lock and edit, and use it. Alright, we can set anything we want. So we're going to set up node manager username to something nice. Let's say WLS NM node manager username. That should do. That's called as WLS NM123 WLS NM123. The username password WLS NM123. I've set it up. Save it. Good. Activate it. That's it. So domain node manager username is done. So we'll stop this server. When you're stopping, make sure you stop it properly. I think this is not the location. Yeah, this is the location. Stop web logic. So it will go down. Let's come back here. So let's set up the username password for the node manager. So the node manager username here is WLSNM. That's what we have set. Password WLSNM123. Confirm the password WLSNM123. Good. Now you need to select some optional values for this one. Your document clearly says what values you can put it over there. So we're going to use one of those values here. You see, this is the value we're trying to use. It basically says taken a backup. That's it. We don't want this thing. Remove it. Remember guys that this thing you have to remove. If you don't remove, it's not going to work. So only one value pair you will have. So once that is done, again you will be asked for multiple locations. You will be asked at multiple locations for the admin server. So again, give the name of the admin server. Remember, this is not the admin server as such. This is the name of the admin server. So if your admin server is ncd adm, you should give ncd adm here. Alright, here again we're going to give the same value here like the one we have given earlier. Don't worry, this file will be in your NFS mount somewhere. Alright, then remove this thing. Again, one more time, probably it will ask backup directory. Now you said take a backup, so I need to provide a directory for the backup home and code IT1 students crazy stuff. Let's take a backup over there. I give a name for the backup file. Let's call it domain underscore backup dot zip. It takes a zip file basically. Alright, sounds good. Let's go ahead and try it out. So this is our file. This is the location of the file. Make sure we want to run this Java upgrade from the domain home. So B8NG, user projects, domains, crazy domain. This is where we want to run it from. Alright, so make sure your Java is correct. Good. So Java, let's copy paste the command. Java weblogic.upgrade mode equal to silent. Response is equal. Let's give the complete path here of that file. Is that file we have. Students. Cause yeah, this is where we have that file. So this is the file name. Let's create the directory first. Alright, this thing and the file name. Good, this is the file name. Let's go back. Right, this is our command. We're good to go. Let's make sure your Java command is being picked from the right location. Confirm it one more time. Ah, this is not the Java, so we don't want to execute here. Let's look at this thing. Yeah, this is where we want to execute. So copy paste, enter. Let's see if it goes on. Looks nice. Excellent. We're done. Ensure the reference blah 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 domain directory back to. You see this thing? This file is created. Looks like it's done. Yes, guys. If there is no error, let's assume it's done. Good. Now you will have a backup also of this domain. Upgrade logs are created here. You can have all of them under upgrade logs, and this is your backup. Alright, that's your upgrade using console mode. Thank you.